the secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today I'm gonna give you Anthony Edwards build, but before I get to the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. As liking the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put you know the game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video, okay? So, as you can see here on the rosters, we do have Anthony Edwards, 6'4", 225 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan. Now, again, it's really funny. As you can see here, they call him a two-way, three-level shot creator. That's why, like, when you look at the rosters and then you try to make it in the builder, it's just kind of weird. Now, you'll see what I'm talking about. But let's point out a couple things that stand out, right? One, he has a 94 driving layup with a 95 driving dunk. It's pretty obvious. He's a really good finisher at the basket. He also has an 83 mid-range with an 81 three ball. So he has, like, you know, average shooting, but we all know he's more of a slasher, okay? When you come out here, this is one that really got me, though. His ball handle's only an 86. His pass accuracy, of course, that's not a surprise at 74, but only an 86 ball handle with 83 speed with ball. So that was a little different. I'm like, oh, wow. I figured that he'd probably be a little bit higher than that, but I think as time progresses, especially for 2K25, expect him to start off the game at like a 93, 94 overall with a better ball handle than this. Now look at this, though. He has an 83 perimeter defense, 53 steal, 55 block, but they call him a two-way. And you know, for us, in order to be a two-way, you gotta have like an 88 perimeter defense. So they call him a two-way. So we're not even gonna worry about that. He does have an 83, and then of course his steal and blocks pretty low. No defensive rebounds below average. Lateral quickness is low. Speed and acceleration is pretty decent. Vert is pretty decent, which is right there to 86. Is funny because you do need 86 to be able to get out those elite contact dunks. And then we come over here to the badges. He only has one Hall of Fame badge, but of course it is posterizer. A lot of finishing badges, as you're gonna see, that's on gold. And then, believe it or not, tons and tons in silver, right? And bronze badges. So it's still like in the infancy stage. Even though it's his third year, he still doesn't have a crazy amount of badges, even though he has been, in my humble opinion, you know, he's definitely an all NBA type player this year. So it's interesting to see, even though 91 is nothing to frown upon, it's just that it's crazy to see that he's only has a limited amount of badges and his attributes are still kind of like, thought it'd be better than that. But anyway, let's head over to the builder right now and let's try to make Anthony Edwards. All right, so as you can see right here, obviously Anthony Edwards is right-handed. He is number 5. 6'4" is his height. He's 225 pounds. And then I went ahead and maxed out his wingspan. They said his wingspan is 6'9". And again, that is okay, but I'm like, bruh, let's go ahead and max it out. It's not gonna change nothing. He doesn't shoot for, you know, doesn't have a high shooting attribute. So why not just max it all the way out just to get that maxed out wingspan, okay? Now, when we come down here, we are gonna go 81 on the speed. So even though he does have like an 89, all that type of stuff, we're all gonna still keep it in the confines of the builder because we want, you know, obviously we cannot make his build the way he has it on the rosters in the park, right? It's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna go 81 right here just to get our speed booster. And then of course we're gonna go 75 on our acceleration. That's gonna give us our triple strike on gold along with our blow-bys on silver. Our strength, we are gonna go ahead and get it at a 51, okay? So that I wanted to get it higher, and I'm gonna show you how we can get it higher, but this is hold tight on that. Of course, we do have to go 86 on the vert to get all the contact dunk animations, and then we're gonna go 99 on the stamina. Again, we might have to go back and make some adjustments on that too, just depending on how you wanna make this build, okay? So, now the driving layup, he had a very high driving layup, but we're just gonna go ahead and go 88. The 88 driving layup will give us floater on Hall of Fame, but the big thing is that it will give you Kobe Bryant layup package. So it gives you one of the better layup packages in the game. So I did go 88, and of course we go on 96 on the driving dunk, okay? So we go 96 on the driving dunk. Standing dunk, I just went ahead and didn't do anything on the standing dunk just because at 6'4", I was just like, I didn't want to do that. But again, I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna show you how you can do it, okay? So I'm not gonna forget you. All right, now, when it comes to the shooting, I just ended up going 76. Is it 76? Make sure I got this right. 76 on the mid-range, all right? Even though he had, I think he had, as we looked at it beforehand, he had, on the mid-range, he had a 79. I just went 76. Now, he had an 81 three ball, but I ended up just going 80, okay? I just went 80 on that right there because I just figured like, you know, why not? It does change the name, so I was just like, it's dope, so I'll do that, all right? His free throw was an 85, but I just went at an 80 on the free throw. His pass accuracy, now this is a big one here. His pass accuracy was a 74. I said, bunk that, man. We're going 68, right? We're trying to get every attribute we can squeeze out of this thing, okay? So we're going to do that. He had an 86 ball handle, but I just went 85, okay? Now, 86 will give you the triple strike. I mean, not triple strike. 86 doesn't give you anything, but I did come up here to go 80 on the ball handle to get that triple strike on go and also give you Devin Booker dribble style. His speed with ball is an 83. So it's not like they're so far off, but it's enough to go ahead and keep you, you know, like in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like right on like par with what Anthony Edwards is, okay? Now, this is where things come onto the defense. Like, he had an 83 perimeter defense and everything else was trash. So what you could do is just go 58 right here, right? Call it a day, and then focus and putting your attributes everywhere else, okay? Or you can go 75 on your perimeter defense, okay? 75 on your perimeter defense will give you clamps and all that type stuff. And then remember, he did have a 61 defensive rebound, so he can go up here and get 60. And again, as you see, by going 60, it will give you rebound chaser, okay? So you can do this type of thing and, you know, perfectly fine, right? Now, you do have wiggle room here. Now, as you can see up here, when you look at your fearless finisher, you don't have anything because you got to get your fearless finisher up. The problem is, as you can see here, this is where our fearless finisher can only go to, but we can get to a 65 strength. But how do we get that 65 strength to get that on gold? How do we get that standing dunk? You already know, man. You can just drop down all your defense, right? Drop your defense all the way down. And the thing is this, right? A lot of people just think off rip that, you know, you need to have all this defense on your builds. And the reality is, yes, if you're a lockdown, right? But for the most part, you don't. You really don't, man. Like, I'm telling you, I've been saying this over and over again, man. Look at some of these pro-am games. Like, this off-ball pass is enough just to cause problems. I'm telling you right now. Like, what are you trying to do, right? You can't have everything in this game. So it's really coming down to what you want to do, okay? Because now, check this out. You go 65 here, you get fearless finisher on go, right? You come up here, you get your standing dunk now, you get it on a 45 standing dunk. And check this out. You can go ahead and get 97, get that precision dunker on Hall of Fame, or you can come down here and get your jumper up to an 87. And we all know what the 87 can get you. Okay, there's a lot of good jump shots you can get now out of this jumper. But I just want to show you the different angles that you could do for a quote-unquote, you know, Anthony Edwards build. If you want to get that 75 perimeter defense and 60 defense, go ahead and do that, right? But in my humble opinion, I feel like this is the way you can really, really cook up. And I'm just trying to see if there's anything else here that we could do to, you know, just trying to get any little attribute out that we can that makes sense for this. And so far, I haven't seen anything that jumps out to me. Let me see. I wouldn't do that. So what I probably would do is just put it on my standing dunk. Let's go 60 on the standing dunk and then max out here 90. And then just finish it off with the standing. So then I would do something like this, to be honest with you. That's me. But remember, you can do it the other way. Get that little 75 perimeter defense. You can move things around. But I feel like this right here is going to be, to me, going to perform really like Anthony Edwards because it's going to be so really a great slasher, great shooter on the perimeter. Even though I know his three ball right now is only an 81, we went all the way up to an 87. So you can go ahead and do it any way you want to. But this is how I will make my Anthony Edwards build. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about the build. What would you change differently? What would you do? And of course, you know, I'm always open for discussion. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the Banger Man. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.